Hey guys, thanks for checking in with the channel. So this is my gold to platinum 2-game push here. We had 2 games that were really good in a row. Of course, I'm playing with Schwa, one of my good buddies who's working on getting better with this game. So quick recap, there's 3 main tips that I'm going to be showing how important they are through these 2 games. You will see them pop up on the screen and be reoccurring. I'm also going to talk about some secondary things that as you progress are things that you should be adding into your tactical mindset as you're going through these games. So you'll see those. I'm not going to do a big thing on them, but you'll just hear me talk about them as those opportunities present themselves. Alright, so let's get to it. So a couple things that we want to do is share the workload. And originally this was just like within the team, so we get all the RP, but honestly, if you're in like a big old third-party epicenter like this ends up being, share the workload with other teams. Who cares? As long as you're the one that comes out at the end, you're going to get more RP than they are in the amount of kills they'll probably get. So I encourage you to do that. Secondary tip that you need to start incorporating is know your environment. Like I said, this is major third-party territory, and so getting in the center of this is a bad idea. Even though it's a structure and it looks all safe, there's just too many attack angles on this thing, and that's what I'm exploiting this entire time that we're fighting here for the next couple minutes or whatever, is working those angles and just getting those damage, making it hard for anybody that walks in here to have a free kill. So switching back from working the angles to sharing the workload, I know Schwa pushes and is probably gotten some good damage on these guys. He calls out that the Gibby I think is almost dead, or just did die, sorry. So that tells me that there's been good battle and it's a great time to third party. And I basically one-hit all these guys just to clean up a little bit of what was left. That gives us an opportunity here to try and get some healing going. This was just pure luck, honestly. Well, no, it's not, because look, Loba's there covering me, so that's supporting the healing right there. She's keeping our danger areas clear, that way we can get him up, and then we can make our next move, which I think should be over here, so we can reset and then readdress the problem and work the angles again. They push in to get some death boxes, I think, and you know, it's a move. I probably could have done better if I stuck with him, but whatever, it happens. So here, it's unfortunate both teammates go down, and it's just one of those like, okay, well, how do we do this? And time to make a plan, because I want to get both of them back up. We've been doing good. I bet we can do good again if they're up and available as fighters. So I'm not just going to charge in, though, because I can't do that. It's just probably won't ever be that, you know, predator class person who can pull that off. But I'm probing for a plan, right? I'm using the environment to my advantage and trying to disrupt everybody else's movements to get an idea about what are they going to do. Are they going to push me? Because if they push me, I'm probably just going to die, and it doesn't matter if I can get their boxes. But if they're a little more conservative, because this has been a pretty intense area, then that gives me some opportunity. I actually use this guy as an opportunity. I'm not just thirsting the kill. I want people to know that's where I am, and then circle back around because the door's on this side. So they're fighting. Perfect opportunity for me to slip in, give a little noise distraction. We only got Gibby right there. I don't know why he doesn't shoot me again, especially going through that door, but he doesn't, so I'll take it, and it gives me the chance to revive my teammates. With my teammates up, that is supporting the healing, by the way. I need to heal myself, and I do it out here against my own advice, according to this video that's in the top right corner. Check that out, make fun of me in the comments, because I deserve it. Now, one thing we haven't really gotten to touch on is increased mobility, and that's where I think we lost, is right here. Oh, yeah, spoiler alert, we lose this round. No, we do really good. I'm not disappointed with how we placed or anything, but we don't have Valk's ult, we don't have my ult yet, and they have the high ground with Sheila, which is just devastating to us. Now, there is one point here, though, that I want to bring up, and that's whenever I'm here, so Schwa comes back to try and help support the healing. Good move on him, just didn't kind of work out. They've got too much advantage. Octane pushes, and only Octane pushes, and he dies because of it. And that is where he's not sharing the workload. Yeah, they've got cover on it, but it's not really sharing the workload. If you're going to make a push like that out into the open on low ground, you should probably take 2 people with you. So, just my 2 cents. Take it for what it's worth. We end up losing after this shortly. We try our best, but you know, just wasn't our game. So rolling into our second game here, just a reminder, we were talking about increased mobility, sharing the workload, and supporting the healing. We didn't get to see a lot of increased mobility in the last one. You'll see a little bit of it in this one. Of course, sharing the workload, who cares who gets the kills in ranked, because especially in Season 13, it's pretty generous with the points. So just get the kills, make sure they happen, support it. I did terrible. I saw that guy right away. I just don't know why that happened. So here again, supporting the workload. He's pushing, I'm going to push with him. I'm going to try and do it from a different angle, which works out really good because here this Octane was trying to take advantage of my teammates' backs, which I did not appreciate. So then after downing the squad, we soon hear that there's other people outside, but we should probably heal up before we do it. So here I'm going to take a position where I can potentially fend them off a little bit. I can dive back to cover if I need to, but sure enough, I find out that they're out in the open, so that's great. Just kind of pick at them a little bit. Our teammate will join us in just a second, but we're able to get these guys down and get some pretty easy RP. And it's from this point forward that I find out that Wraith is by far our best player, and my job is just to try and not die, support her as best I can, so we can get as far in the game as I can. Again, that's part of sharing the workload, is kind of playing to your strengths, right? If Wraith is our strongest player, hell, I don't care if she gets all the kills. If I can get a damage or two and then we get, you know, 150 points because we win, all the better. So I'm already jealous of that top spot. I see increased mobility right there, and I'm like, I want it. This is a very low ground situation for this environment here, and I don't like it. So I want to get up there as soon as I can. See, then this is exactly why. Those guys are trying to take the high ground. I say, I want higher ground. So I go up there, try and support my teammates who they're low on health. And then this guy might be a problem, so let's just deter him. Just make sure he knows that this is not the team that you want to drop on right now, because we'll, you know, potentially mess him up. But he goes away, so we're good. Focus back on these other guys, see if they move around. Give them something to think about so they don't try to push on them while they're healing up and looting those boxes. So we break off from that fight and just re-engage them over here in this section. I'm just trying to share the workload with Wraith. She's doing a lot of the work, but I'd like to help her out a little bit and also get some of those assists if possible. Totally think that should have killed the lifeline, but, you know, whatever. And then I just get screwed because I'm out in the open on low ground, and it's just poor positioning. So from this part, Wraith does a great job on supporting the healing. She does some work on the angles and works on getting those guys down. Schwa goes down in the meantime on that as well. She gets both of us up, goes and loots boxes, lets us loot boxes, and then we end up being able to increase our mobility again. Notice, increase mobility using Schwa's Valk ult. So our teammate, the Wraith, was really good on communicating on this. He's pretty good on comms, conservative, but got us the important stuff. So he said, hey, those guys are rezzing, I'm going to push. I'm like, cool, I'm all for pushing with you. So I come up, throw down my ult because Josh is doing a good job laying down some suppressive fire while we move up. Throw down my ult so he can catch up instantly, and then I just get totally lost. I recognize there's a bad guy around here, but I just don't do a good job being in the fight at all. So shame on me. Schwa and this Wraith take care of business though.
Insanely aggressive.
Insanely aggressive? That sounds just like me. No, there's 2 squads left, so something else happened here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. We went to the bottom, got smoked out, had to fight in this terrible platform here. Josh and I both got knocked. I got boxed. Wraith came and got my banner. Josh decided to res me using a mobile respawn, which was great. Got re-equipped, went back up to the top, got sniped down from the very top of it. Josh went down, he got boxed, picked up his banner, and then we just tried to work this problem. Any of those events sound like support the healing, by the way? So I knew my job at this point was just to support the Wraith because she was by far the strongest. So I'm trying to share the workload, looking for my opportunity, kind of letting her dictate the push, which she does here in a moment. I see that my opportunity is going to present itself. I have no shields, so I can't even heal, and I'm sure that she would probably support me if I started to heal right now, because she does in a few moments. She makes the push. I see an opportunity to do a little bit of damage, help her out, get a couple hits on her. Wraith recognizes that I've got low health, pings out some stuff for me in the box, gives me better weapons, which is always very kind, especially since that Volt and her playstyle go really well. I know that my job is now to support the workload on this last squad, which I think is just a Bloodhound, who we saw before. So I try to increase my mobility using a slight tap strafe here, work the angles, and steal the game-winning kill, which is a total D move considering how good Wraith did. Seriously, Big Tonka, I'm sorry for taking that from you, but thank you for helping me get to Plat. Such a great moment, and I look forward to getting Plat and beyond. Seriously, guys, if you think that you're not going to be able to get Plat, you can. Use these tips, watch some of these other videos, and you will get there. Good luck. See you in the next one.